Hello folks, Sam from the Giant Tortoise Farm, here again with somebody special. This is little DS3. This is a 4-inch Aldabra tortoise, and he has a perfectly smooth shell. He's got a great, nice, high dome. He's a double scute. That scute is divided in the back. But this guy has got a lot of spunk. What was it my daughter called him? She said he is...
He's got places to see. He's an explorer.
Oh, that's what it was. My daughter describes him as he's an explorer, but he's really an outgoing tortoise. That's what I really like about DS3. I'm going to give him a little walk around here, and you see, boy, right away he jumps up. He's got that great, nice, high stance. How long his legs are. Now, he's 4-inch. He's probably the smallest one that's actually in this group, which really just means that he's the youngest one. So, wow, look how nice and high he stands. He's got a lot of personality, this one, DS3. Yeah, a lot of spunk. He really is an explorer. Look at him looking around at the various, the new environment. He's not, obviously he's not out here. He's out here today because we're doing videos, but, he has his little house that he lives in and everything. So this is a new place for him. And what's kind of interesting is, even though it's a new place, he's not intimidated. He's outgoing. So that's really nice to see. I like this tortoise, DS3. If you're interested in maybe getting a small one and seeing, watching him grow over the years, this is going to be special. He's 4 inches today, and he'll gain 4 to 5 inches in the next year, which means next year he'll be about 9 inches. He'll also gain somewhere between 5 and 10 grams a day. It's important to weigh your tortoises. I talk about it in a lot of my health and behavior videos. It's important to weigh them. Weigh them every week because you want to see them gain about at least 5 grams a day. If they're only gaining 2 grams a day, well, they're still surviving, they're still doing well. It's just that you don't have the environment perfect. So make sure you weigh them. That's how you know they're always healthy. You'll know ahead of time if they get sick. You'll know if they have parasites. You know if they have a respiratory infection because immediately their weight won't. Well, we got a lot of noise here today. We got planes. We got bombs going off in the neighbor's yard. We got boxing dogs. There was a carnival went down the street. I try to make videos today. It's almost impossible. So here again, DS3, quite the treat. It's amazing how these tortoises have the ability to survive. It reminds me of a story that in Madagascar, one of these little tortoises, now he was much bigger, he was an adult, but he got a little too close to the shoreline. He went off, he got sucked up into the waves, he went out in the tide, and he was lost in the Indian Ocean. That's 1,200 miles, right off the coast of Madagascar. They sent boats out looking for him, but they couldn't find him. About 6 months later, he lands up on the western Indian shore. He lands up there. He survived for 6 months out in the ocean. He doesn't drink the salt water. He can't eat. He just sat there and bobbed along. And when he landed, he was covered with barnacles. They couldn't believe it. It's amazing to me because we lose ships in the ocean. In the Indian Ocean, he traveled over 3,000 miles by the time he got to the coast of India, and he still survived. That's what makes these tortoises incredible. They've gone through so much and so much evolution. They're around now 200 million years. Think about it. They have survived the mass extinction, which wiped out 90% of these animals. Wiped out 90% of the animals 66 million years ago. And it just is a testament to to how tough they are and how adaptable they are. They're smart. You can't survive mass extinctions and be dumb. These guys are smart. And through the evolution over time, they have adapted to their environment to learn how to survive. A lot of people don't realize, but you know where these guys started from? These guys were iguanas. That's what they started from. It was an iguana that metamorphosized, that changed his shape into a tortoise. He was digging holes in the ground, and then to be able to dig deeper holes, he kept getting wider, and his ribs flattened out and touched, and that's what made the carapace. So he converted from a lizard, I should say, not necessarily an iguana. He converted from a lizard into a tortoise. He lost the tail. They used to have big tails with a barb on the end that they would fight with, and he converted into a tortoise. And they found this to be the best solution for survival. That's why they're around 200 million years. What's another thing that's really neat, a lot of people don't realize, is little tortoises like this came from Ecuador, and they floated across the ocean until they got to a place. Uh, well, actually, that's the story of Galapagos. I'm mixing that up, but I'm telling you the story anyway, so I might as well finish this story. Baby Galapagos tortoises started off in Ecuador, floated over to the Galapagos Islands, and then through a process called island gigantism, they were able to grow big, which means that that environment, they have no natural predators. So, so over time, they grow big. It's called island gigantism. And it's the same thing that the Aldabra tortoise did from Africa when he floated over to the Seychelles Islands and the Mauritius Islands, Rodriguez Islands. Through the process of island gigantism, they grew enormous, which was, just a testament to how they were adapted. So if you're thinking about a pet, you're thinking about something new, boy, you can't go wrong with an Aldabra tortoise. Like I've said in many of my videos before, the day you bring an Aldabra tortoise home is a day you remember for the rest of your life. That's just the way it is. So if you're interested in Aldabra tortoise, I'm here to support you. I've been doing it about 25 years now. I've written a lot of articles. I've made over 3,000 videos that discuss health and behavior for Aldabra tortoises. And if you're interested in Aldabra tortoise, I sure hope you give me a try. You won't be disappointed. That's another wrap from the farm, folks. Take care, everybody.